First at 4, a mother's emotional plea to the man who's a suspect in her son's death. Plus, there's a lot of money on the line for anyone who can help. New legal trouble for Derek Chauvin in the death of George Floyd, and the former officer is not alone. And here is Andrew on our Wet Friday.
Hello there, Karen and everybody. Welcome to Friday afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms here on Storm Tracker 4. Where are they headed next? What's in store for tonight and Mother's Day weekend? I've got the answers in your full weather forecast for you and your family coming right up first at 4.
All right, folks, time to get ready for our birds, bees, and butterflies gardens. But what you're picking right now may not be enough. It's time for us to think about a different kind of plant. I'll explain.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, police have identified the suspect in a deadly shooting at a Dearborn nightclub. I want you to take a look. Police are looking for 31-year-old Donta Orlando Cox. Surveillance video shows Cox at the Pantheon Club on Michigan Avenue near Oakwood Tuesday night. Investigators say a group got into a fight, and that's when police say Cox pulled out a gun and shot 2 people. 24-year-old Arthur Brown died from his injuries. A second man was injured but is recovering. Brown's mother made an emotional plea today.
Donta, you know what you did. You not eating, you not sleeping. I'm barely eating and sleeping myself. Just surrender. Turn yourself in.
Cox was last seen leaving the area in a blue Chevy Impala. Police say he has a long criminal record and goes by the street name Tay. A $25,000 reward is being offered for any information that leads to an arrest. In Shelby Township, police are investigating an apparent murder-suicide. This happened last night at a home on Marion Drive near 24 Mile and Shaner. Police say an 83-year-old man shot and killed his 77-year-old wife. We're told the man called his son to apologize for shooting his mother. The son called police, and when officers arrived, the man shot himself. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The shooting is still under investigation. Well, more rain moving into Metro Detroit this afternoon. It's basically a rerun of what we saw yesterday, but it might be a little worse today. So time to bring in Andrew Humphrey. He's on duty, filling in for Ben. I already got the email that our game is canceled tonight, Andrew. It's a mess out there.
Well, that's right. It is pretty messy in spots where the showers are a bit heavier and where you're seeing a lot of the thunder and lightning. So yes, you want to stay away from open fields. Wouldn't be surprised if more softball or baseball games, Little League ones, are certainly canceled or postponed as we go through the afternoon. We still have some pretty heavy showers that are moving through portions of Macomb County. We've already seen a couple of thunderstorms right here in the Motor City ourselves, but Mount Clemens about to get some heavier rain. You can see some heavier showers, and lightning tracker is turned on still. You can see some thunder and lightning showing up here in parts of Lapeer County. And you have this one heavier cell also right around Novi that is now moving to the east, affecting areas like Southfield and Farmington Hills within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Temperatures right now mostly in the 50s, but then in the rain-cooled air, diving down to the 40s. So chilly to cool is what I'm calling it, with 52 degrees over at Metro Airport and 40s and 50s strewn across all of southeast Michigan. Now, the showers and storms won't last forever. They'll be gone by midnight, but what about afterward? Your full weekend Mother's Day forecast coming up in minutes.
All right, looking forward to that. Thank you, Andrew. Well, the push to vaccinate more Americans could get another boost as Pfizer makes a critical move. Plus, the state of Michigan is making progress. Let's start with the latest from the Pfizer and BioNTech. The two companies have officially asked the FDA for full approval of their COVID vaccine. Right now, it has emergency use authorization. Full approval could boost confidence in the vaccine and allow organizations to require the vaccine. Pfizer is only seeking full approval for people 16 and older. It's still waiting to see if it can get emergency use authorization for younger adolescents from 12 to 15. Meantime, Michigan has taken a small jump, with 51.5% of adults now reporting at least one vaccine dose. At 55%, all businesses will be allowed to call employees back to work. The number of new COVID cases has dipped, with the state reporting more than 2,700 today. Plus, we've seen an additional 30 deaths. State is updating testing requirements at long-term care facilities. For example, fully vaccinated employees will no longer require routine tests. Now, don't forget, we are tracking all the COVID changes at clickondetroit.com. Well, there are new federal charges this afternoon in the death of George Floyd. All 4 former Minneapolis police officers involved in his arrest have been indicted by a federal grand jury. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom. Take a look at the charges. And Kim, we're also hearing from the White House this afternoon.
We are. Good afternoon, Karen. The White House press secretary says the charges are a reminder the verdict in the Derek Chauvin case was just the beginning. Now the former officers may face additional consequences in federal court. They stand accused of willfully violating George Floyd's constitutional rights as he was restrained face down on the pavement, grasping for air. Among the charges, Derek Chauvin is accused of violating Floyd's right to be free from unreasonable seizure and unreasonable force by a police officer. Toe Tao and Jay King face charges for failing to stop Chauvin as he knelt on Floyd's neck. All 4 are charged for their failure to provide medical care. The White House had this reaction to the new charges. Take a listen here.
Again, it's a reminder, as was the verdict in the Chauvin case just a few weeks ago, that there's still more that needs to be done. Well, that was a moment of justice, certainly, that it is just the beginning, and it's a reminder of the need to put police reform in place through our legislative process and put those reforms in place across the country.
Conviction on civil rights charges could bring life in prison, but severe sentences are extremely rare, and the officers could get much less time if convicted. Chauvin will be sentenced for his murder and manslaughter convictions next month. He's already asking for a new trial. The other 3 officers face a state trial coming up in August. Karen will, of course, keep you posted on all of this. For now, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim. House Republicans could vote as soon as next Wednesday to remove Congresswoman Liz Cheney from her leadership role in the party. The Republican from Wyoming has been under attack for denouncing former President Trump's false claims the 2020 election was stolen from him. Sources are telling CNN New York Representative Elise Stefanik has the votes to replace Cheney as the G. Keep you posted on the very latest. Many are calling it a stunning political surprise from Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. The 51-year-old announced today she will not seek a second term later this year, but says she doesn't know what she'll do next. Bottoms says the decision is about her faith and passing the baton of leadership. She gained a national profile as a possible running mate for President Biden. She'll become the first mayor of Atlanta since World War II to not seek re-election. Today, we launched the return of our birds, bees, and butterflies segment. As you start working on your gardens this spring, we are going to talk about how Michigan's bees can really help put food on our dinner tables. As our Paula Tutman shows us, what we feed the bees helps them feed us.
So when we start planting our gardens for pollinators, it's very important to think about your decor, what matches, what you're trying to get done, what you want that to look like. But we really also need to start actively thinking about a different strategy so that we can really zero in on native pollinators. And that means planting native plants.
I am here featuring the new Bee Bar, where everybody can be happy to learn about bees.
Tim Travis of Goldner Walsh Garden and Home in Pontiac is one of our favorite garden guys because he doesn't just sell plants, he knows them.
The reason for the native plants is they tend to be much better for the bees and pollinators because they have not been hybridized out of being productive nectar producers.
The key to success is diversity, diversity, diversity.
This is what we call a single flower. You can see how it's just kind of open. And this is what we call a double flower, which has been hybridized just for aesthetic interest. The problem here is many of the bees and the butterflies cannot get much from this as a food source because the nectar part of the plant has been hybridized out of them. So it's important to keep that in mind when you're selecting plants. I mean, these are beautiful, but these are better as far as providing food sources.
While there's lots of focus on honeybees, and there should be, honeybees are not native Michiganders. Dr. Rufus Isaacs is an entomologist or bug guy at Michigan State University's College of Agriculture and Natural Resources.
Part of the reason they were originally brought to the U.S. is because people needed candles. Honeybee colonies provide that wax.
And while we absolutely need honeybees to get abundant, healthy crops that feed people, we also need to make sure we are taking care of the native pollinators. We feed them, they feed us.
They are adapted to our environment, so they've seen the kinds of weather that we have. They many of them are perennials, so that means you get them started in year one, and then they continue to grow and will provide you blooms for many years to come. Because the bees are from here that I'm working with and interested in, and the plants are from here. They've already had thousands of years to work out how to work together. So many of the native plants are really good for pollinators and giving them the food they need.
So how do you figure out what's native and what's non-native? Well, Michigan State University has made it really simple by giving us a roadmap. And you can figure out which flower path to follow that works for your particular project and birds, bees, and butterflies. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
And we did put the MSU Native Plant and Pollinators Guide on our website on clickondetroit.com. And Paula would also like to hear from you about the topics you'd like to address in your gardens this year. So look for contact information on our website. Send us your suggestions. We really would love to hear from you. Still ahead, first at 4, another embarrassing Zoom call. We are going to talk about a state lawmaker facing some backlash for what he tried to do during a recent online meeting. Also, an Olympic balancing act. Japan trying to beat back COVID-19 before the Summer Games, but is time running out? And do you recognize this famous face? A new honor for a member of the legendary Fab Four. Stay with us.